for coming today. We'll start with, or for the design review board of June 19th, we'll start with attendance, Pledge of Allegiance. It's been one of those days. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so attendance.
So noted.
Wonderful. And we'll start with public comment, and unless you are one of the ones coming to speak at an item, feel free to come on up. No? Okay. We'll close public comment. Next, we have approval of the minutes for June 5th. Unless anyone has any changes, I'd look for a motion.
I can support the motion, or I'm going to make the motion.
See, it's one of these days.
Yeah. Make the motion just to approve the minutes as presented.
So motion by Treasurer Shostak.
Support.
Support by Clerk Brooke. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? That passes. So we have new items. We have site improvements at 4190 Telegraph Road, Andover Realty. So we'll start with Andrea, and then you can come on up as well. And
Hey, good afternoon. Andrea Bibby with the Planning Division. The first item on our agenda today is a request from the property owner at 4190 Telegraph Road. This is our immediately adjacent neighbor to the north. It's a property zoned office, actually OR1, office retail 1. And they are requesting to add a gate, if you will, to that would be the westerly access drive that connects his property, which you can see on the screen here at 4190. It connects to Dublin Drive into the rear of his site. The applicant has indicated that he has been having a lot of difficulty because, as you can imagine, based on the layout, he's getting a lot of cut-through traffic from Telegraph from students as well as users of Lifetime Fitness. So the request has been presented to us to look at a 36 to 38 inch wide galvanized wood metal steel gate to be located in this location. Obviously, the applicant and the property still has access from Telegraph Road, so this would not be impeding any of the access to the site. We did have, and I do have in my packet here or in my folder, we did have it reviewed by our Engineering and Environmental Services Department, as well as our Fire Department and Police Department. Police Department noting that they do not have any issues with the proposed request, and then our Fire Department submitting a memo dated June 18th, 2024, notating that there are certain conditions that have to be met as part of the permitting, which includes the gate opening must be at least 20 feet wide, which is certainly not going to be an issue. The applicant is asking for a 30 to 35 foot wide gate. The gate is to be locked or motorized, and the fire department should have access to an approved method, such as like a Knox box switch. They also want to have a siren operating system that shall be required if it is motorized. And then lastly, they have to provide a truck turning radius for fire apparatus. The Pete Vlahos, our fire marshal, has provided those turn radiuses. I have provided the applicant. And so we just want to verify that these items are addressed as part of the review process for the permit. Other than that, there are no other outstanding issues. You can see up here on your screen, this is what the proposed gate would look like. And we're familiar with the building that is located, again, immediately to our north. And again, this is a highlighted overview of where that proposed gate is to go. So with that,
when you see the aerial, you really do see it's a straight shot cut.
I can only imagine how many cars go through there.
and I don't think they take it slow either.
I would think so. Do you want to comment up, Scott? Introduce yourself.
Scott Marcus on behalf of Andover Realty. We've owned the building for a number of years, since early 90s. Really, the purpose of this is just safety. That's the main thing for our tenants and for others. I think since Lifetime was built, we noticed it was an issue. We talked to the police, tried to have them monitor it as a cut through. They did it for a little bit. I don't think they ever really ticketed anybody, and it didn't deter. So I think this is just the next best step. I think it's unfortunate because it's a nice benefit for our tenants, but they'll just have to go out Exeter or Telegraph.
And I do want to point out that additionally, because we have a gate in a front yard, this would require zoning board of appeals approval. It's an accessory structure in a frontage.
That's the front yard, not the...
It's on Dublin Road, so that's what we consider a road frontage. I guess technically be the secondary frontage on a Telegraph Road.
Oh, for some reason I was thinking Telegraph was their frontage.
Yeah, correct. So this is what we call like a secondary frontage would be Dublin. So I can certainly work with the applicant and help usher them through that process as well.
Okay. So we'll go to the ZBA for that. Does anyone have questions?
I think my only question would be from a design standpoint. I know it's showing as kind of a gray metal. You know, would a yellow be safer or no? I'm okay with that. Okay.
Gray and neutrals, and
Great.
we're kind of that low key.
Yes.
There's no
Black
blue.
and gold.
There's no, no, I wouldn't mind blue and gold.
Right.
No, but if you notice, even like the IHOP doesn't have a blue roof.
Okay,
Really big on neutral
fine.
colors. I will tell you, if you have somebody speeding through and they hit that gate, they're going to learn a lesson really quick.
They are, and you know, I guess it'll be their fault.
Yeah. Is there other signage maybe that's, other than making it bright yellow, is there?
I mean, we already have a sign that says no pass through on Telegraph. I think we'll communicate to Lifetime, to the general manager, that to let their members know that they won't be able to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Use reflective tape, maybe on the metal bars.
Yeah.
So there would be some sort of a.
Yep.
Good suggestion.
And our parking lot lights are on 24/7, or at night. So
Right.
even if someone comes at 4 or 5 in the morning, they should be able to see it.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Anyone have any other questions? If not, I'd look for a motion.
I'll move that we approve the application as submitted with the caveat that it's got to go to the zoning board of appeals for approval.
And may I suggest in compliance with the fire department
And
recommendations?
thank you, and in compliance with fire department requirements.
We have a motion by Treasurer Shostak,
Support.
support by Clerk Brooke. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? That passes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This will
Say
fix
hi to
it.
Dana. So next we have 4,000 Clubgate Drive, and we have Wabeek Country Club. So we'll start with Andrea, and then Carlos can come up next.
Okay, so what we have before you today is a request from Wabeek Country Club. They are actually redoing the roof. Apparently it's has some holes in it that need to be repaired. So they're actually, this is part of a roof repair project. But in addition to switching out the shingles, they are actually asking to, you can see there's a lot of peaks on the building. The way it's designed, this is kind of a bird's eye view of the building. All the portions that are highlighted in the yellow represent black areas that will be a metal standing seam. So it's actually going to provide a little bit of architectural relief, if you will, to the roof. So the request here is to modify and to add these metal standing seam features to the roof, as well as they will be switching the color of the shingles, which are currently sort of a brown neutral color. It's actually, you can't really tell much of a difference. It's going to be more of a black. So even though this is existing and it appears like it's almost black, currently it's more of a brown tone. So it'll be going to a black shingle with the black standing seam corners. And then here's some examples, just views of the current clubhouse. And then the applicant provided me an example of the metal example that was used on a roof at another building, which is located at 7499 Middle Bell, 14 Mile. So they're giving an example of kind of the look of that metal standing seam roof. So with that, I'm happy to answer any questions. I also know that we have one of the representatives of Wabeek, owner of Wabeek, Carlos Hozanos, if you would like to answer any questions as well.
Want to come on up?
How are you all?
How are
Nice
you?
to see you.
Nice to see you.
Two.
Yep, so I think Andrea did a great job kind of explaining pretty straightforward process, just looking to darken the shingle and add some architectural elements with the standing seam roof that will give a much better look and avoid deferred maintenance in the future with a metal roof, of course.
It'll be black, not the.
Correct. This is just an example of the
The
material.
last question threw me,
Yeah.
so.
It's not going to be bright blue, I promise.
All right. Anybody have any questions?
No questions.
No questions.
I'd look for a motion.
Does anything like this, by the way, I guess one question. It does not need to go to ZBA or anywhere else?
No, it does not. Thanks for asking. Just
I would make a motion to approve as presented.
We have a motion by Clerk Brooke,
Support?
support by Treasurer Shostak. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? That passes.
All right.
Thank you.
all. Hope you have a great day.
You
We're halfway
too.
through the week. Well, me, I'm halfway through. You guys are like 75% because of Friday off thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Thank you so much.
So next we have special events or none. So do we have any previous DRB to discuss?
No, not this time.
No. Then our next meeting date is July 3rd. And I'd look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Clerk Brooke,
Support.
support by Treasurer Shostak. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? That passes. Thank you.
Thank you.